You know, we're talking about something as ancient as a riverbed. People underestimate and undervalue and underappreciate how ancient a riverbed is. A riverbed is prehistoric. And let's talk about that with passion. Okay, a riverbed is an ancient dinosaur. Okay, it has taken lifetimes, generations, centuries, trillion billions of years, evolutions, ice ages, volcanic activity to form, to time and pressure to be created. It has evolved through time and pressure. As prehistoric as riverbeds are, they are an ancient wisdom. They are a living creature themselves. They are consciousness. They hold deep spiritual wisdom and consciousness. And there are people that are not only removing rocks to hunt crayfish, but they are rearranging, rerouting riverbeds on their properties, which should not be allowed. They are trying to reroute something in a day that took a long, tedious, time-consuming process, as ancient as crystals forming, to get done where it's at now, and people want to reroute it and have it done in a few months, and don't realize how damaging this is. They try to build ponds and dam them up, and reservoirs that always crash and leak and dry up and run into all kinds of issues and bacterial problems and pH issues because they're trying to get done in a few months, a few years, what it took. Something that we can't do. We can't do it. We can't do what nature did and how nature did it. Time and pressure. Riverbeds are a diamond. And they need to be respected and valued and appreciated and left the hell alone. You know, babies, Rome wasn't built in a day. Every detail that went into making riverbeds what they are is not something that we can mimic. Every raindrop, from sporadic mist to a heavy downfall and everything in between, that slowly, quickly compacted the ground, let the ground dry out, and did it again, was designed to the T with perfection. Sure, you can water down the hills and the mounds you made with a reservoir. When you do that, that's so fast and so quick and so instant, it's not going to make the same chemical compound, chemical reaction, composition. I can't think of all the names I could use right now. It is not the same. You cannot do what God did. You cannot do what nature has done. And when you try to undo it, it will never be as good. It will never last as long because it is not the same. Every raindrop, it rained a little bit today, And it took a month, and then it downpoured. Everything that made it what it is today was so specific. The trees, the roots that go under the bed of the riverbed, the way the rocks are laid, where the rocks are laid, every detail is so specific. Every detail made that riverbed what it is. A moose, it's been scientifically proven, if a moose or a deer walks in the riverbed, it can change the way the water flows, as well as the riverbed itself. And over time, it can have a negative or a positive impact because the deer are walking there, and they've been able to prove this scientifically. Every time you walk in a waterbed, every time you walk in a riverbed, you're doing the same thing. Every time you move a rock, you are changing a very specific location in that riverbed. And depending on how heavy that water's flowing through there, even if it ain't right then, maybe it's after a storm and the river goes up or the stream goes up, that's gonna wash that out because you messed with the foundation of the riverbed where that rock was. And when that gets washed out, that's gonna continue to get washed out. And it only takes a little place there, just a little place, for that water to start slowly seeping through the ground. It no longer holds it like a well would hold it. It starts seeping through the ground. And this is part of the reason why water levels are dropping and lowering. Part of the reason. There's a lot of contributions, but this is part of it. It did not help, and people have been doing it for so long. Rock after rock after rock, trying to get crayfish, trying to find gold, trying to find a gem, metal detecting riverbed, gold mining riverbeds. You know, people defecating near water sources is not the only threat to the environment. There's likely not anything we can do about it at this point. It's been going on so long, and the damage is pretty much already done, right? But I thought it would make a good video, and I wanted to discuss it with everybody. So let's get into the rest of the video and the proper handling of crayfish. And this will be a really long video, so I want to thank you now for sticking with it. And towards the end, it's more relaxing, very slow. Many will call it boring. And that is a great energy for you to tap into, to relax, to heal, to meditate, if you do that. Listen while you're doing your yoga. There's water, there's birds. You're welcome to listen to it while you're going down the road. Just pop your phone up and let it play, like it's a book on tape or something. Thank you. Okay, now you can do it. Oh, that one pinches. She's gonna
be a bad one right
What
there.
the hell's he got on his freaking claw, yo?
It's the turkey. He ran over and grabbed it.
He's hungry. I told you how to do it. See, I know how to catch these guys without catching them. They don't like to be grabbed. I mean, if somebody grabbed you, wouldn't you want to fight?
Oh, I would have killed them.
Yeah, so that's just natural. If you grab them, he's like, I got to defend myself now. But as long as you're gentle with them, they're usually very gentle with you. The last one was not nice. I've never had him do that before. But usually, and I always say, you know, don't mess with animals if you don't want to get bit, because anything can bite.
Mm-hmm.
A dog, a cat, anything can. But usually, if you're good to them, they're good to you. Animals are very empathic, very spiritual. They're not stupid. They know when something's trying to hurt them or not hurt them. You can go ahead and stop the video if you like. Pictures that I got, different times. I was not feeding these fish, and they came to me. I've got other, like, big fish, too, but these were just the pools of minnows and stuff, and baby fish and fries. So this is from that collection of, I still could not find the videos, of me feeding the crayfish with a fork. It looks like I stuck the crayfish with the fork, but he was eating the fork, eating the food on the fork. And anyways, I take him out, and that's the video I was looking for, is where I took him out using the fork and the food, and then I held him, and you can see he's not got his pinchers up, he's not being defensive. So these pictures are going to be published in my book, my poetry books. Okay? They have no reason to get defensive when you aren't cruel to them, when you're good to them, and you don't terrify them by uprooting their neighborhood like you're Godzilla or something that's come to town, climbing up their buildings, and which, you know, their rocks are their buildings, you know, and their cities, and taking over their cities and stuff. Hang on. I'm looking for the other crawfish. Hang on. I want to combine all my crawfish ones. I know it's going to make the video really long, and it's going to take forever to load. But that's some content. I really wanted it all together. Okay, I need these two videos right here. Will have to be in that too. But where is... Here it is. Yay. Okay. So I wanted to talk about bees. So I was just sitting here watching a tarot video. This is the tarot video I was watching. And just sitting there. I was not feeding anything. I was actually just in a bad mood. And I was just sitting there watching the tarot thing. And noticed this crawfish right here coming up out the water to me. So I will have to add those pictures. But I wanted to explain what that was, because when I did the screenshot while the video was playing, the tarot video, I did the screenshot, and that's what it was stuck on, which is a sign from my spirit team and a message specifically for me. because there's no coincidences, it's perfect timing. The crayfish was part of that spiritual message and the sign. And actually what I was down and out about was I'd had a sex trafficking ring after me. And these masculines have misunderstood your true purpose in their lives. Yeah, they thought they were going to do something with me. They ain't doing shit with me. That they wanted to lock me into something. But I was sent to activate them and wake them up. And because of everything they did, there's been trauma. I needed healing. It's taken me longer to accomplish getting my books published and caused a lot of delays. Actually had some turkeys that were flying out of the woods and attacking some of the people that were threatening to burn our RV down and all kinds of stuff. And every time they would start screaming and threatening me, these turkeys would come out the woods and chase them back in their trucks. And here you can see, here I am, I'm down and out, I'm sitting on the water, and here comes the crayfish, because I'm like Dr. Dolittle. My spirit team is on it. And I got a video on Facebook right now of an eagle and a hawk conspiring together during another issue. There's no coincidence that I got these screenshots, and that through all of those screenshots I got, it was the same daggone message. So I held my hand out. See if he would actually come to me. And you can see he was trying to get closer and closer. He was trying to get to me. I didn't want to get too close. I should have probably got closer to him, but I wanted to get a picture of him stretching out to my hand to make it really clear and obvious that he really was trying to get to me. And he fell in the water. He slipped on the wet rock and fell in the water. And then here's another one, this is an itty bitty one, tinier than my fingernail, that I was playing with at the same time. They don't run from me. Most people can't get this close, They try to get away. So I'm going to add those pictures too, but I wanted to get that on video and talk about it. And y'all hear me talking about it, so you kind of know what was going on. So anyways. These pictures here are going to be in my books. Pictures that I got, different times. I was not feeding these fish, and they came to me. I've got other, big fish too, but these were just the pools of minnows and stuff, and baby fish and fries. So this is from that collection of, I still could not find the videos, of me feeding the crayfish with a fork. It looks like I stuck the crayfish with the fork, but he was eating the fork, eating the food on the fork. And anyways, I take him out, and that's the video I was looking for, is where I took him out using the fork and the food, and then I held him, and you can see he's not got his pinchers up, he's not being defensive. So these pictures are going to be published in my book, my poetry books. Okay? They have no reason to get defensive when you aren't cruel to them, when you're good to them, and you don't terrify them by uprooting their neighborhood like you're Godzilla or something that's come to town, climbing up their buildings, and which, you know, their rocks are their buildings, you know, and their cities, and taking over their cities and stuff. Hang on. I'm looking for the other crawfish. Hang on. I want to combine all my crawfish ones. I know it's going to make the video really long and it's going to take forever to load. But that's some content. I really wanted it all together. Okay, I need these two videos right here. Will have to be in that too. But where is... Here it is. Yay. Okay. So I wanted to talk about bees. So I was just sitting here watching a tarot video. This is the tarot video I was watching. And just sitting there. I was not feeding anything. I was actually just in a bad mood. And I was just sitting there watching the tarot thing. And noticed this crawfish right here coming up out the water to me. So I will have to add those pictures. But I wanted to explain what that was, because when I did the screenshot while the video was playing, the tarot video, I did the screenshot, and that's what it was stuck on, which is a sign from my spirit team and a message specifically for me. Because there's no coincidences, it's perfect timing. The crayfish was part of that spiritual message and the sign. And actually what I was down and out about was I'd had a sex trafficking ring after me. And these masculines have misunderstood your true purpose in their lives. Yeah, they thought they were going to do something with me. They ain't doing shit with me. That they wanted to lock me into something. But I was sent to activate them and wake them up. And because of everything they did, you know, there's been trauma, I needed healing. It's taken me longer to accomplish getting my books published and caused a lot of delays. Actually had some turkeys that were flying out of the woods and attacking some of the people that were threatening me, threatening to burn our RV down and all kinds of stuff. And every time they would start screaming and threatening me, these turkeys would come out the woods and chase them back in their trucks. And here you can see, here I am, I'm down and out, I'm sitting on the water, and here comes the crayfish, because I'm like Dr. Dolittle. My spirit team is on it. And I got a video on Facebook right now of an eagle and a hawk conspiring together during another issue. There's no coincidence that I got these screenshots, and that through all of those screenshots I got, it was the same daggone message. So I held my hand out. See if he would actually come to me. And you can see he was trying to get closer and closer. He was trying to get to me. I didn't want to get too close. I should have probably got closer to him, but I wanted to get a picture of him stretching out to my hand to make it really clear and obvious that he really was trying to get to me. And he fell in the water. He slipped on the wet rock and fell in the water. And then here's another one. That's an itty bitty one, you know, tinier than my fingernail, that I was playing with at the same time. They don't run from me. You know, most people can't get this close, you know. They try to get away. So I'm going to add those pictures too, but I wanted to get that on video and talk about it. And y'all hear me talking about it, so you kind of know what was going on. So anyways. These pictures here are going to be in my books. Can't see it, there's a crawfish coming over. I like to put a little piece of chicken on a fork when they're really, really hungry. A lot of times I find them they're really, really hungry. And I feed them instead of moving rocks, because I don't believe in moving rocks, because you mess with the natural environment and the hellbenders and stuff. And this is the way you can catch them without having to move a rock. They just come out of the rocks. Okay. I don't even have to do this when I want them. They'll just come to me. I've got pictures where I was sitting on a rock out of the water and they were just coming to me out of the water. But I did this video to demonstrate to people how you can catch them, because I wanted to influence people not to touch the rocks and disturb the environment. Because so much bad can happen. You disturb the natural lay of the land, which can cause the water to drain out of riverbeds and dry up. Hellbenders will not breed, they will not eat. They'll die if you disturb the rock they live under. There's so much that goes wrong. Coming out again. I smell it. A lot of creek beds are drying up. They've been drying up for generations, and a lot of it has to do with people moving the rocks to get to the crayfish and stuff underneath. I mean, it's like in the South a huge, huge activity that people do since before I was little, really. But really, I remember it, you know, because I was little. So, but you know, my parents and brother didn't get it from nowhere, so they got it from somebody who got it from somebody. So it's been going on for generations.
Biting over my noodle over there. But I got on the fork a tiny piece of roast beef. I thought they might want fish instead.
So I don't have to feed them to get them to come to me. They will just come to me on their own, like the dragonflies and the butterflies and the hummingbirds and the deer and everything else that does, right? But see, that one just went in the rock, and there's another one coming from the other corner. One went under the rock in one corner, and there's another one crawling down from the other corner. But this will happen if I just sit in the water, they'll do this.
I mean, eating up fish meat.
Now they're fighting up there in that corner. You can barely see them. But they're fighting over that noodle that I had put in the water. My service is really bad right now. I don't usually put food in the water, as that can mess with the pH balance and stuff. And things like noodles and corn are really, really bad for the environment as well as the wildlife, right? Usually I put it on a fork like that, if I do it at all. And then the food product does not float away. The meat, whatever, which can, you know, if they don't eat it, it can mold, it can cause bacteria and pH imbalances and bacterial imbalances. So by putting it on the fork and not just throwing a bunch of food out into the water to spoil, I am able to protect the environment more. Now, you see this one coming straight to my fork to get it off the fork? Oh, I hate it when my service doesn't act right. I may have to do this video later.
Take it. Boy, it's yours. Got a hold of it.
Because they're not wanting to do right now.
Wants it.
So we will wait. I was just hoping I could get it on video real quick where he's coming out of the water. But we'll wait for the rest of it because there's still quite a bit of video left. And I'll do the rest of it later. And they get a really good hold on the fork. And I just let them, you know, get in my hand after I pull them out the water. And they don't try to bite or anything or get away because I don't grab them. If somebody grabbed you, you would try to bite or kick or fight for your life. If you don't grab them, they have no reason to protect or defend themselves. They have no reason to get defensive. So I've never been bitten or pinched.
They can't go away so fast. They just take
I respect them. I read their body language. I know the signs. I don't grab them and you know, try to dominate them. and disrespect them by grabbing them behind their head or behind their pinchers. So yeah, we'll finish this video later.
They're all coming out again. I smell it.
There's one there.
What?
There's one there. I think that might be one there, but I can't
do that to me again.
tell. I'm doing a video. There's one there and there.
Fighting over my noodle over there. But I got on the fork a tiny piece of roast beef. I thought they might want fish instead.
So I'm just gonna have to fight with it because it's not doing any different than yesterday. There's another one coming out right there, two right there. Still this one right here. And that's my ex-husband, John Jacobs, in the background doing the metal detector that you hear. Love that sound. E.T. phone home. I hate it when it does this, though. Here's another one coming out from there. They're gonna glare on top of the water from the light and through the trees. This is ridiculous. But I really like this video, and I have no other way to get it because he does not have access to that account anymore. So I can't log into his account and download it. And this is the only way I can get these videos. And these videos matter to me. They're sentimental.
You gotta hope that
They were fun and incredible moments in our
he wants it.
life. So, when something matters, it's worth the struggle, right? And the struggle is real.
He won't let go.
I think we're about where we were, where I left off yesterday. And what I'll do is I'll put yesterday's video at the end, and it makes really good educational points that I don't want to
Fighting for it.
try to remember everything I said, because I might forget, and it was really good. Everything I said was really on point. So I'm just going to add it to the end of this, so it's all there. Look at how cute him is. I'm so cute.
I'm trying to keep him here a little longer so he can't go away so fast.
I'm going to put all my crayfish videos in one video.
Get him
They're
run.
not from the same locations. They're not from the same place. They're from all over the United States. Virginia, North Carolina, Wyoming, Utah. Pictures too. And I'm going to put it all in one video so it's all together. California. I did some video from California with a roommate's kid. We took him to the park and I taught him a little bit about crayfish and did a video. So I'll include all of those. It'll make it long, but it'll be educational and it'll be worth it. Nobody cares about the environment right now, but when they ain't got no food, no water, and riverbeds done dried out, they're gonna be thinking about things a whole lot harder, let me tell you. They're gonna be wishing they watched an hour, 2-hour video of mine and quit turning over the rocks and stuff like that. They're gonna wish they taught their children to quit turning over the rocks instead of arguing about how children deserve to be children and, well, we deserve to have water sources too. Your children deserve to have water sources, and you don't realize how damaging it is to remove a rock from the bed. It does contribute to the change of the bed and the way that it holds water. Routes water, reroutes water, water flow,
after my fork.
and all kinds of stuff. There you have Joe Cute. You should put the hold on tighter than that. That was a sloppy hold, you lazy thing.
Sorry, dude. You're okay. Here you go. Take it. Yeah, there you go. Don't let it go. It's yours. Trying to get it.
People have gotten
Who
themselves
wants it?
in a really big hurry, too. They want, entertaining. They find videos like this boring, but this is a healing energy to be in. This is a good, slow, peaceful, relaxing energy to be in. And I am a healer, so by being here in my energy, you're being healed.
He wants it bad.
And it's just a
I'm not
really
letting it go.
good
It's
energy
mine.
to be in. And if they get bored with videos like this, they're so used to having fast-paced content, everything said and done in 1 and 3 minute videos, and you miss experience, you miss life. It's like driving. When you drive somewhere,
earned it,
there's
boy. You did
so
it all
much
today.
that you miss. It's so fast, and you go through
You earned
and
it.
you miss so much. But like this, you're actually experiencing it. You have to slow down and be a part of
I
it.
got to pull you out the water and everything.
You're actually living right now, not just breezing through, not just skimming through
There
life.
you go.
You've had to stop and be a part of this video,
It's yours.
this moment. Him taking him his food. Said, it's mine. He says, I fought for it, I worked hard for it, I get it.
Cool.
And see, they don't run away. Like when you turn the rocks over, you notice how they just keep coming back, even though I'm taking them out the water, and I pet them with the fork a little bit, and they keep coming back because I didn't grab them. I'm not a threat. I'm not being a predator to them right now. So they don't just disappear. You don't have to worry about moving too much, and then they'll be scared and go away, and you won't see them again.
Okay.
Because it's nice and slow and easy and gentle. They aren't running in fear and hiding and going to the next rock and the next rock. And you don't have to keep turning over rocks.
You're taking it. A tiny little piece of roast beef.
And see, if this had been a 3-minute video, I might not have said that in that video. You know? You gotta stay for the slow stuff too so you don't miss anything. You gotta breathe through it and meditate on it. Think about everything you want to say. And you don't want to miss anything because it is educational. You learn a lot. You experience a lot. So slow down. Take the long way. Walk to the store. That's so you don't miss anything along the journey. Not just flying through life. The need for
They're all
speed.
coming out again.
Tokyo drifting around the corners.
Smell it.
There's one, there's one. I'm trying to point them out for you. See? They're coming back. They want more. They ate the other pieces. Here they come.
Waiting over my noodle over there. But I got on the fork a tiny piece of roast beef. I thought they might want fish instead.
You think I just started over, didn't I? Did we already go through that whole video? No way. There's no way we've already been through that whole video. I've already spent 5 minutes with you guys. It says 11 minutes and 24. I've already spent 5 minutes with you guys. There's no way. Them two was fighting, that one going over that way. Really? I think so, guys. I think I've already spent. There's no way. Hang on. No way. That flew by. I think I was enjoying that a little more than I should have been. Talking about how y'all get bored and how people get bored. It's the highlight of my life right there. Having a party. It's great when the little things, the simple things, give you so much joy. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go albums. Videos. Trying to find the other videos.
This one's just a noodle. I got another crawdad coming over here.
I don't know why they want to be like this today. And this is not the same
Fish really
spot, I don't think, as the last video. I can't tell.
video.
There's a lot more fish here. I don't think it's the same spot. This is a lot more fish. And yes, John's still metal detecting. It might be the same spot, but where the hell did all the fish come from? There weren't that many in the last video.
Sunny today. A lot of glare.
I don't know. I know the wild is hard, right? But I don't think they're supposed to be this daggone hungry. There must not be any food sources hardly. I don't know, they look kind of chunky and fat though, don't they? They look happy and healthy. But daggone if they ain't hungry, man. I don't know what that says about the environment for them. Food sources, because, I mean, they start out a lot smaller than that too, right? They didn't get that big eating nothing. But daggone they hungry. Some hungry babies. I'm doing a video. I didn't want his private conversation being recorded for all the world to see and hear, but he didn't care.
I need a spot that's not so sunny.
Man, them fish must have swum upstream to get to me. He said, I smell food. Let's fight the current. Let's play Twister and hopscotch over rocks till we find it. Sorry about this, by the way. It's annoying as hell. But thank you if you stayed this long. Thank you for staying this long with me. I don't want to miss it because some of them I take them out and hold them. If I can find those videos. This is obviously not one of those.
This one's just a noodle. I've got another crawl bag coming over here.
Okay, let's see. That one, that one. That ain't one. There are so many videos to take and back up. Very disappointing, though. Those ain't the videos I was looking for. That ain't good. I don't know where those videos are. There's some videos missing. Alright. So let's stop that here because that's it on those until I find them. I got other on those crayfish videos I wanted. I believe it was this spot. This is a different spot from the last. I believe in this spot I turned around and there was a water snake.
Worried about the fish.
A northern water
I'm trying to
snake.
keep where the food is, so if you come
Right
back,
behind me.
Uh-huh.
In the water. I was sitting in the water and it was right behind me, sitting in the water with
He's
me.
trying to get fish. He's trying to get up near my... Oh, you see it? What was that? He chased up out of there. Mm-hmm. It was a big fish. Look, there it is over there. Weird looking fish. What is that one? That's one of those big-headed things. Yeah. Look, he is. He's chasing. The fish got all excited. He's all excited. He smells that blue. What is that? A koi? What I was talking about. That looked like a koi.
No way it could be a koi though, but that's what it looked like. I remember.
Look, he's chasing him. Get him, Crawdad. Get him.
I mean, somebody could have set the koi free, I guess.
Look at the Crawdad's fighting. Crawdad's fighting. I'm trying to get the fish. He got one. Good. There's like 4 or 5 crawdads there. That's what I was trying to stay there for. That's why I wasn't chasing this one around. I was afraid I was going to miss it, and I did. There was like 4 of them there. Right there. We got feeding frenzies. Look at all the crawdads.
Man, I wish that was a better view. That is blurry as hell and grainy. Old phones. Old account taken with old phones.
Whatever that thing was, that thing looked like a calico koi. Come here. Somebody turn their pet fish loose or something in here, you think? Any more crawdads? You better just reach in there and get me a fish. Shoot at this point. Scare all my crawdads away, dude. Messing my video up. Where the heck did they go? There's one. Don't cover him up. Mm-hmm. He's like, please feed him again so that we can catch them. Like, you get them all in one spot, they're easy to catch. Look at that fish. That thing is still there. What the heck is that thing? See his eyes, John? No, I don't see it at all. Oh, yeah. What the heck is it? It's a stone toader. It's probably what that big one is. Yeah. You're out of bread, aren't you? Yeah, I'm gonna bring a little piece. Well, go get another little piece. This is an incredible video I've gotten so far. They ain't eat it all. It's all right. They smell the big. That got soggy. They don't want soggy.
We got particular crayfish.
I bet if you did it again, they'll go crazy.
They high society crayfish. They get caviar and cuisine.
No, it's good. I tried to catch them.
That's cargo.
See, they're coming back for you. Look at that. Right there, that fish down in there, man. I would love to find that calico one. He's underneath this big rock right here. Move it real quick. That's their habitat. Leave them alone.
Good, John. Good.
I'm hungry. They can't get out to the rest of the river.
Crawl there.
Uh-huh. He got a piece of that bread.
Yeah.
And the fish are trying to get it from him.
Yeah.
See, they done been filled it up, made all these rocks around here, and they can't get out, and they're hungry.
So what I was talking about is people had moved the rocks before. That's why I was willing to move the rocks. They had moved the rocks before.
They done puddled this water in here.
To puddle the water in, to soak in, and they do that a lot in the national forest and stuff in those areas where we went. And crawfish and like the hellbenders and stuff, they need the rocks on the bed, on the riverbed. Again, moving from the riverbed is what messes with the water. But when you pile them on top of each other, they're not going to be able to make a housing between it. They would not make housing between two rocks. They have to have it on the riverbed, and then they make a little burrow. Catfish do the same thing. And you think, oh, well, there's plenty of rocks, but really there's not, and especially with the hellbenders, because they pick one rock for their entire lives. And if that rock is disturbed, they won't eat, they'll refuse to eat, and they'll choose to die. They'll choose to starve to death. If they breed, they won't lay their eggs. If they haven't bred, they will not breed, even if it's breeding seed. Like, they just choose to die, basically. They give up. And it's, you know, in the area this was in, hellbenders are in danger, on the endangered list.
Leave my ecosystem alone, woman. John, shut up!
He's copying me. He was the one a little bit ago said move the rock. Everybody want to be like Maya. It's good. I like that, though. It was great.
The one that takes care of the ecosystem better than you.
And I love this. Listen, it don't matter how good you are at taking care of the ecosystem. All right? It don't matter how many times you did it. You fuck it up one time, you fucked it up. You are a part of the problem, not the solution. Okay? So I love that this happened. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. Because it allows me to bring up a lot of points. You know, he and I, we nitpick like this all the time. We play back and forth, and we do that all the time. But other people might not understand that's just how we are. Notice that neither one of us moved the rocks. Neither one of us did anything with the rocks, okay? The ones we are willing to move are ones that people had already moved and stacked up so high that no animal's going to use it for habitat. Pulled up all the water so that the river can get clogged and stopped up and can't flow properly. Those were the ones we were willing to move. We did not move them in the end just because, you know, that's really the park, National Forest Ranger, whatever you call it, their job to do. But it makes great discussion, and I love it. I love it.
Look at that one. That one's too far away, really, for me to get him. See. Get a little more. Look at that one.
I just like sitting here listening to that bird. The bird is relaxing. So these are, a lot of these are the
Getting
native
off in here
trouts.
like this.
I'm sure some of them are like smallmouth bass and
You
stuff,
gotta
but mostly what was
okay,
in these
though,
streams was
because
native trout.
there's a lot of y'all in this little plot spot, but
So
still.
there were some suckers, and it's hard to tell when they're fries like that.
Keep your hand down there until he comes and gets it out your hand. Put it closer to him. Quit running around. You're scaring him. You got a whole steel. They ain't gonna bite you. They ain't even gonna use their claw to get you. You just want that bread. One would come over there.
And by the way, I usually don't throw water in there, but because it had been pulled up and the water was not flowing, I did throw some food in there because I can go back and pick it all out if anything gets left over. Bread is usually the last thing I do. Bread, crackers, corn. I never usually do that. The yeast in the bread is bad for the pH balance and everything. I usually do not do that.
Look at all the minutes.
They were just so hungry, and it's all I had. We were running low on food ourselves, and they were so hungry. And I really needed to do the video for the demonstration and the educational part of it. So please, what I'm saying is, please do not use bread. Likewise, you should not be giving bread to ducks or birds. Any kind of bird. Crows, anything. Bread and the stuff that they make bread with actually causes deformities in birds. And their legs become deformed, and then they can't walk properly, and then they become, you know, victims to predators. Can't hunt for their food, can't fish for their food, can't swim right.
They're trying to find their way to it. Oh, that one fish found it. Here he goes. Now another fish found it. Here comes the crawdad. Look over here. I got one right here, a big one. Sharks are feeding. Where in the world's all them things come from? Give me another piece of bread. I got a crawdad over here. Hungry. I got fish coming. Coming. There you go, boy. The fish is like, give it to me.
Also, when we do it, we ball that bread up real tight in little balls. It's still going to fall apart because that's just what bread does, but that makes it come together better, so they have a better chance at getting it down to the bed where they can eat it so it don't flow out into the water all over the place. Uh-oh, hang on. Sorry. You don't want it to flow out into the water all over the place.
Here you go. He's got the bread in his mouth. I think here's another one.
And let me thank you all again if you stayed with me through all of these videos, and where I'm combining them all into one. It's going to be a really long video, and you stayed with me this far. I really appreciate you. This is a great, relaxing, meditative, healing energy for you to be in. And I'm just grateful to you guys.
Wow, they're coming from up there, John.
Because I know everybody's done got themselves in that Need for Speed, 1 minute, 3 minute videos. Say it all there.
Crawdad backed up in there and swam on down the river. Yeah, they come from that way. I thought they were dammed up in here. Why are they so hungry? Look at that one. What? That's their funny looking one. Yeah. I'm feeding crawdads. They're cool. People see minnows all the time. I'm feeding crawdads. You don't see none look like that? No, he's that funny little toad-toader thing. And what's that other thing that has green underfins? That one right there, look. He's got a green underfin. Ain't he good looking now? What was he, do you think? You know what that is? What? That's one of them native trouts. Cool.
I thought the native
Baby
trout had the
trout,
red
huh?
one, had the red under the red
We're
side
getting it
fins.
all up in here today.
I don't
All
remember.
right, I need some more fish up in here. More crawdad.
Couple of them there.
Yeah. What's some more crawdad? Okay.
Man, you tell me I can't catch one of them bitches. Yeah, it's two of them. That's a baby trout.
Yeah. You can catch them, just not right now. Don't mess my video up again. Give me another little piece of bread. We're gonna have to make some biscuits, hard as stone. So they take a while to absorb. Here comes the crawdad. He just saw what I just dropped. He's coming for it. Where is he? There we go. He's coming for it.
He looks blue. He got some blue in him.
Come and get it, boy. I dropped it just for you.
Some green and blue.
Get it.
Run, Forrest, run.
There you go. You're welcome. No fear. Oh, he's going to take it from you. That little one. Give me one for that little one.
And see, I don't just throw it in there. I make sure each one has it and they get it.
Go get it.
So it's not so hard on the pH balance and the environment.
Go get it. Smell it out. Go get it. It's not there. The other one got that one. You got to go get the other one. Wrong way, buddy. Well, that's why it's called survival of the fittest right there. The fish got it. Fish getting it. Oh, he's going to smell it now. They're tearing it up. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yummy. Oh, yeah. Here comes another crawdad. Oh, that one got it. Sorry, dude. We need another one for this little crawdad over here. He's a little guy. Where'd he go? Get it. Dude, if you want to live, you need to get it.
The matter of life and death,
here.
brother.
Good job. Okay. That little one's good.
You seen it over here just now. It was a whole swarm of fish. All different kinds of fish up in here.
Mm-hmm. You got any more crawdads that are hungry? Look at this one with the green. I love to look at the ones with the green fins. They're trouts.
They're natives.
Native trouts. Why do I feel like we should have a few more crawdads coming on over here?
We should be. That spot was kind
Where
of...
y'all at, guys? And don't waste no more of my bread. I want them specifically for my crawdaddies.
I haven't seen them trouts so pretty.
Okay. You feed the trouts and I feed the crawdads and we'll both get to see both. That's a deal. It's not so bad to help nature out every now and then. Everybody needs a hand up every now and then.
It was a good spot. They weren't so hungry there.
Give me another little piece and feed somebody over here. Look at that. I love those ones with the green. Where are they? Right there somewhere.
Two of them right there.
Yep.
That's the trouts.
Yep.
When you catch
Well, they
them,
all could have
when
been
you get big,
trout.
hard to
They,
keep
they
up,
were
but
all more than
the
likely
keeps getting
native
blurry.
trouts. There's not many other fish in this particular stretch of stream. The thing is that at different ages, they'll show different colors or no color.
Like, bread, bread. Yep, that's bread.
A fry, for example, when they just hatch out of the egg, they're not that big, but when they do, they have no color and they're almost transparent. And then they get brown and blend in with the environment more, and then as they become more mature, they start getting stripes and colors and
Look at
patterns.
the ones with
And
the stripes down on them.
they're just regular minnows.
Yeah, those are the ones with the stripes. The black stripes are minnows. That's actually, people think a minnow is a baby fish, but actually minnows are a species of fish that are very small. It is actually a species. And they're like, oh, it's a minnow, it's a baby fish. No, it could be a baby fish, but minnows are their own species and they don't usually get very big.
Look, there's another crawdad, right?
But not every minnow is a baby. Oh, come on.
Look, there's another crawdad, right? Where'd he go? Right there. You gonna give him a little piece? Give him a little piece in front of him, right there where the fish go.
Yeah, I noticed that. Y'all can stop now and behave for me and cooperate. You can see why I loaded these in parts. They're so daggone long, you almost have to load them in parts. I don't know why I keep doing
A little piece. They don't eat much.
that. Oh, come on, butthole.
He's not hungry. He might already be eating. He might have caught him a fish. No, I fished him a little bit while ago. Look at this pool I got over here, John. John, look at this pool of fish I got right here. I started.
Come on.
Over there? Mm-hmm. Right at my toes.
I'm getting bored with it.
Cool, huh?
Alright, so I think I got all I'm gonna get
Fun
because
way to
this is
spend the
getting annoying for me.
evening. Look at crowd.
So what I'm gonna tell y'all is, if you're interested in the rest of that video, okay, then you would go to John Jacobs' old account, okay, on Facebook, okay, and then you would go to the three dots, okay, and you go to search, and you type in crayfish. I'll do it raw for you. Crayfish. Okay. Type in crayfish. Search. It'll take you to those crayfish videos, okay? You will not find these 4 videos. I don't know why. I think it's because I put them in an album. But for some reason, when I went and tried to find my videos, they did not show up in my videos.
albums. See, I went to his account, I went to his albums, okay, I went to his videos, and they weren't there. So, those still aren't the ones I was really looking for, but they weren't in that. So keep that in mind if you want to see the rest of video 4.